Hello and welcome to a brand new synth soundset walkthrough with me, the Unfinished, who is currently 50% beard. Today I'm going to show you a new soundset, but an old friend. Maybe. So today we're looking at the 5th installment in my Omnisphere Colossus series. Omnisphere Colossus V, who would have guessed? Yes. So, having had enormous fun doing the previous 4 and having ideas for a new one, I've been tinkering away and come up with a brand new one. I've done a lot of tinkering, actually. I was always planning to do about 400 sounds, if I could get to there with enough ideas. Never know. I was going through a bunch of sounds, deciding what goes in, what's maybe better for another soundset idea. And did some more. And ended up with... So we've got 444 sounds, which is... a nice but unusual number at the same time. So those of you that don't know anything about Omnisphere Colossus, basically the original one was designed to get that whole vibe of like Harry Gregson Williams in particular, but also composers of a similar ilk. John Powell, Henry Jackman, James Newton Howard, David Buckley, that kind of thing. Good old-fashioned action and underscore for Hollywood. That's what it's all about. So this is, as I say, a collection of 444 sounds in that vibe. We've got a sort of slight deviation with this particular soundset in that it has a few more sort of synthy sounds, pure synthy sounds, and the reason for that being that there's actually quite a few sounds in this collection that came from a bespoke project I did a couple of years ago that didn't really happen for a sci-fi TV series. And the brief for that was an interesting mixture of quite sort of analog sounds and some more sort of textural industrial stuff. So you've got a bit of that. So there's a dystopian vibe with some of that synthy stuff, and there's quite a lot of distortion in there as well. But best way to go through and find out what I'm talking about is to listen to some sounds, right? Yes. And I did ask on my Facebook page how many I should go through, because it is a lot of sounds. And a few people suggested all of them, which is mad. Nobody got time for that. So I'm going to go through every couple of sounds. So we'll get over 200 sounds, there or thereabouts. So you'll hear a lot of this soundset, and hopefully you'll like it. Let's start off with the Arp and BPM section, which probably makes up about half the soundset, quite frankly. I've had a lot of fun in this section. Let's go. So we start off with a nice sort of percussive, there's a lot of percussive stuff here, but this is a nice sort of, a bit of an underscore one. It's all about that tension and the atmosphere and that kind of thing. And this one, as it says on the screen, plays well up and down the keyboard. So, just tune it to your track, your cue, as it were. Let's go. Mod wheel. So like I say, there is quite a lot of percussive stuff in here, and I think it's quite fun. And me being me, breakbeats, because I think breakbeats do have a role in that sort of action scoring thing. So I've done 2 versions of this particular beat, as you can see from Answer Me 1, Answer Me 2. Should we listen to both? Why not? Who knew you could make breakbeats with Omnisphere, huh? So we've got some nice fun tuning going on here with the arpeggiator pattern. And then this version's a bit more slammed. Oh yeah. Okay. So So this is the kind of patch that would have come from that project I was telling you about before. Mod wheel opening the filter. Nice and melodic. We've also got quite a lot of bass lines, as you would imagine. To keep the pace going. What have we got here? More drums. Nice slamminess to this. Who needs damage? Damage is great. Let's see about that mod wheel altering turn. Mostly, the mod wheel is going to do filtering, but sometimes I do some other stuff with it. So again, let's play this like an octave up. Nice randomness. Cool. Like I say, there's a lot of percussive stuff. Looks like we're going to find it all at this rate. Oh yeah, here we go. Oh no, this is bass. Okay, that's all percussive at the beginning. This is fun. Nice energy in this one. Nice mod wheel filtering. I like that. It's nice and tight bass line. It's pretty cool. Weird bit of pitch shifting. And we're using the step dividers here to get that slightly sort of Ludwig Göransson tenet kind of vibe. It's been fun revisiting Omnisphere. I haven't played with it a huge amount recently. And again, this soundset, all the sample sources are from Omnisphere. I've not added any new samples myself. So you don't have to load anything extra. Nice little atmospheric sequence. More of that synthy stuff. It is a shame that project never came off. It was. I think it was going to be really cool. Alas. I like the way that's harmonic and inharmonic at the same time. It's quite fun. Wow, big drums. That's nice. Almost kind of Latin vibe, isn't it? Are we in Rio de Janeiro? Is that filtered by the mod wheel? I like that one. There's a few of these I won't have heard for a few weeks, so I'm going to do my usual thing going, oh, that's nice. Did I come up with that? Bang. Lovely. Still only on the Ds. It's going to be a long video, this, isn't it? What you asked for there. key. Another bit of that sort of underscore stuff. Ooh, these deep drums indeed. Let's open that filter, see what we've got under there. More drums. There are a lot, but we do seem to be finding them all. So the great thing about the Colossus series, I think, I mean, I would say it was great, wouldn't I? But it's just such a good, every patch is just a great starting point for, you know, when you got stuck or you just think this cue needs something else, you can just dive in and there's a breadth of stuff to play with. All nice and easy to use as well. A nice pulse to it, this one. Sometimes I do find it can be a little bit tricky to get Omnisphere to sound punchy. It tends to sort of flood those sort of lower mid frequencies, but hopefully I've done it on this. Lots of fun stuff going on with that patch. Organic bass line there. I'm planning on doing a video where I go through some sort of tips and tricks of how to get this kind of style of programming going, a few different patches, sort of open session where I just kind of make it up as I'm going along kind of thing. Whether that comes out before this video or after, I don't know yet. But it'll be part of my Let's Make a Noise series. Because obviously I'm just playing through sounds here. I think it'd be interesting to delve a bit deeper into how I go about making these sounds. Nice clicky drum pattern. Nice sort of random patch here for atmosphere. Got a bit of unpredictability about it. Ditto this one. Just weird distortion going on. Kind of nice sound to put under other stuff. We're definitely hitting the oddball section here. Let's open up these filters then. Lots of character in those deep drums. Another underscorey little drum thing. Drum. Come on, play something other than drums, Matthew. then sometimes you've got these sort of simpler patches. It's a fairly sort of straight eighth note sequence, but with a bit of character. Let's try that mod wheel. What am I doing? I suddenly started using that. Hope you hear all the detail in this. There you go, Omnisphere as drum machine. Oops, cut that off a bit quick. I like this kind of, this is a very typical kind of Harry Gregson Williams patch. It's kind of, it's not really percussion, it's not really tonal. What is it? But there it sits underneath, just driving things along. Avant-garde bass line there. Let's see how this is. So there's sort of proto-staccato strings thing going on here. If I remember correctly, it doesn't use any kind of string sound. That's a bit more obvious when you open the mod wheel. But actually really quite useful to put under strings, I think. Guitars. Now, of course, you can go in here and change the melodic structure of it. But it's there to give you a fun idea, and I think it's a nice guitar sound as well. I mean, if we take off the ARP, quite a nice tone, I think. Slightly throwback, but you know. More of those tense drums. Here we have a selection of patches starting with the word in. Well, it's difficult coming up with 444 patch names. That's quite fun. Let's try the wild wheel. Yeah, we like that one. That's full of adrenaline, isn't it? Nice avant-garde kind of pulse there. A little change in time signature here. I mean, again, you know, you can dig into the art yourself and change the time signature as you see fit if you just like the tone of the patch. You don't have to stick to the 4/4 rhythms of most of these. It's really not all drums, I promise. There's a lot of drums, though, it has to be said. But, you know, I like drum programming, it's a fact. 'Cause, 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 moving on to the J's. Another one of those synth patches. Fiddling with the mod wheel. Go, we haven't even got halfway through the alphabet yet. We're still only on the Arps. What? What the hell did I just say? Still only on the Arps BPMs. Like that. Clearly, the extra hour in bed I got this morning because the clocks went back didn't help at all. But the great thing about it was this morning, the kids are away. My wife and girls have gone to London for the weekend. And I got an extra hour in bed and all the line I wanted. Yes. Really should have got a t-shirt made that says, "It's not really all drums, honest." Very low and deep bass. So open that filter with the mod wheel. Still only quite subtle when you get to the top. I like it. A little bit of a piano-y-esque riff. Did you say piano-y and piano-y-esque? What does adding the esque give there? Nothing. Nothing. It offers nothing. Let's try this as an option. It works nice as an arp. Cool. Oh, where'd I go? Bit of synthy drama there. Wow. I seem to remember this one kind of plays these two patches to begin with, and the second riff is these two. Where you get that tonal shift between the first and the second one. Which I thought was quite an interesting experiment. Nice synthy one. On it goes. I mean, I should really at some point do a proper sort of synth Omnisphere soundset, I think, really going for the pure sort of synthy vibe of it. Like this. It's quite simple, but the echoes create those sort of little melodic tensions as the notes keep playing, as new notes come in. I really like that one. I wonder what happens if we take off the No, seriously, where's the glitchiness coming from? Ah! I'm not going on, Chris. Ah! Oh, I think it must be split that sound. Right, that was confusing. Ignore me. Look, I've even confused myself looking at my own patches. That can't be a good sign, can it? Nice simple bass line there. Nice pulsar. Wild and distorted mod film, but have a listen. Yeah, enjoyed that. Cool. Never question a robot. Good point. Some nice filtery synth stuff going alongside there. Lots of echoes. Kick drums. Let's make it punchy with the mod wheel. Oh, there we go. So there's some 90s action. Oh, we got some. No? No. That's quite fun. Actually, what's the film? Nice filter. Meaty acid. Well, that's quite fun. Like that. Nice and simple. Dark and angry mod wheel. It's a brutal bit of distortion, basically. Nice. Good classic analog bass line. That is gritty. It's gritty, isn't it? Gritty. I've just spotted myself in the monitor at the top of my camera, and bloody hell, my beard's long and my hair's long. I look a mess. look after myself, hiding in my studio making sounds for you. It's your fault. That's fun. There's a lot going on here. The pitch shifting and you got the drums coming in. Ooh la la! More big drums. We've got 2 priorities patches. Let's have a look. Nice sort of hang drum bell kind of vibe. What's the other one sound like? We'll play it in the same note. So a different vibe, slightly more percussive, slightly more tense. That's really dark. I like that. It's got a weird atmosphere to it. Let's open that filter. Like that. Can't resist a patch called Rambulance, can we? That's good fun. That's a bit of action. On it goes. Whoa. Not sure that's got enough reverb on it. It's obviously a very roomy reverb contained within the sound sources rather than the actual reverb effect from Omnisphere. Very damaged. Ah, where have we gone? What happened there? Come back. All is forgiven. So you're not going to be short of gritty bass sequences. Which are very important for this style of music, you know. Hollywood loves a synth bass line. Cool, what's going on there? Oh, that's dark modulating bass. Let's try that modulator now. Who's this doing breakbeats again? Is it me? Relentless. Let's alter that tone. Fun. And that is the point of this sort of sound. So it should be fun to play with, to use, to go through the patches, inspire yourself. It's certainly fun making it. There's little percussive wisps in there. Nice. More crunchy bass. This feels a whole lot more positive. Not quite so gritty. Bass still, but synth bass, but not quite so dark. And that is. All the energy and tension there. That's fun. Obviously using the mod envelopes there. Oh, sorry, I cut you off very dramatically there. I do apologise. And I liked that patch. That was very rude of me. So using some noise. Oh no, well, yeah, kind of noise. But organic noise, and then playing it deep, and then bringing it all the way up here to get that snare sound. This is a very sort of lo-fi Harry Gregson Williams kind of patch. Something I've always enjoyed about his music, those little techie lo-fi loops. Like this. A lot earlier we had to be beware of robots, and now we're in the company of robots. So things have changed between us and the robots, which is nice. It's got some quite intriguing, slightly unpredictable tuning on it, which I rather like. Well, if it isn't another distorted bass line, my friend, it is. This is quite fun. Actually intense. That's fun. Get near the bomb. Wow. That's quite a lo-fi distortion then. Those big drums. Get him! That's what that says to me. He's getting away. New York, chasing through the cars, yeah. Sliding across a bonnet or two. Hood for my American friends. Is that the same thing? I don't know. Nice bit of randomness to that one. Straight up nasty bass. Really don't seem to have come across in this doing every alternate patch is there's quite a few more acoustic stuff in there. There's some guitars and some pianos and some plucked stuff. Some more bells as well, I think. We've managed to bypass them completely. There is some guitars. Alright, Mobile. Oh, bassy. It's gone. That point where you hit the bass. Quite nice. Super. Drums, you say? Drums? Imagine that. And the final patch in the ARP section, will it be? It's what we've just been talking about. It's some bells, some plucks. There we go. I told you there's more of this stuff. It's got very espionage vibes, this, isn't it? Well, that's rather lovely. We're finally out of the Arps BPM section. We're nearly 45 minutes in. Jesus Christ. Should have gone for every third patch. My apologies. Thank you for sticking with me. We'll be here for a while yet. We might start doing every third patch in some of the other sections, I think. Right. Bells and vibes. We like a bit of a mallet, so there's a mallet. For those gentler moments in your score. Okay, our bowed colours is a collection of sort of creepy bows mainly. Or thrashy stuff like this. There you go. If you can't afford to hire Tina Guo, you can you can use that patch. That's not the sort of patch you want to play when you're in the house all by yourself. Well, at least I'm doing this in the bright sunshine of the morning. That's a fun one. That's nice and playable, I think. Distortion. I mean, this is just going to be noise. That's got quite a nice release. Brings out the echoes and the change in tone. So that's probably quite good for transitions and stuff. Maybe, should it be in the transition section? We don't know. We don't know. It's not there, so. Just another nice bit of angsty stuff. Just a couple of electro drums here. A more atmospheric, sort of punchy electronic kick there, and then something a bit more sort of drum machine-esque. Guitars, I think we've got a mixture of electric, hybrid, acoustic, some are loud, some are subtle. Starting with loud, I think, here. Wheel. So quite a lot of distortion and glide going on there. What do we have next? Acoustic guitar with underscore pad. That's quite right, nice. Phone has been buzzing away this whole bloody video. I don't know who that is. Probably my wife telling me, "Where are you? I want to phone you." Like that. That's really nice. Right, hits and bits. Oh, we'll do every 3 here because this is just too much. So it's got a nice sort of ping, a metallic little ping. This will not be a ping, battering ram. No, that's a great deal more in your face. More impact. Very nice. That's got a nice sort of haunting bell element to it. Hate crimes. This should be cheery. Oh, I like that. Yes, that's rather fun. That gives you something a bit different. Very slammed and lo-fi, that one. Lots going on at the end of that one. Wood. Oh no, I hope we do get a whoosh bang here, because I've done a few whoosh bangs, which I'm quite pleased with, in a terribly vain way. Wow. Take that. Here we go. So this is fun. Nice. Probably try and do a whoosh bang in that other video I'm talking about, just to show you how it's done, because it's quite a neat technique. Last one. So obviously there's lots more of those, but that gives you a flavour of what's in there. And here we've got some human voice type patches, so let's have a little play. So we've got a choir pad. That's quite nice. And what's this one? Another pad. Don't dislike that. That's a nice vibe. Right, some instruments, hybrid instruments. Instruments that don't exist. Got a few organic basses and some plucks, and I think there might be some windy instruments. Windy instruments. Windy instruments? Oh. So that's obviously a bit of synth and a bit of organic bass. That's quite nice. A bit like a crystal bachette. Suspended in midair. That sounds tantalizing, doesn't it? That's quite nice. Keyboards. So we've got some piano-y sounds, some electric piano sounds, I think some sort of synthy piano sounds as well. Let's see what we've got here. Let's start. So that's got a nice sort of plucky punch to it. Let's just play the same thing. What could be more democratic than playing exactly the same thing again? This is very Harry Gregson Williams sound, because you've got that piano with the sort of the plucked, sometimes a guitar, sometimes a zither behind it. Hello? So that's got a sort of a darker, slightly grittier tone to it. And then what have we got here? That's nice enough. Noisescapes. So we've only got two, so we might as well play them both, right? So nice sort of damaged nonsense. No real sort of tonal quality to it particularly. Right, pads and strings. There's a few of these, so I think we'll do the every third one here. Bit of mod wheel. That's nice, very subtle. Cool. Oh no, every three, Matthew, every three will be here for weeks. So there are some analog pads in here based on that project I was telling you about, but also some more ambient, weird, organic stuff. But we can't go too mad and play them all. That's quite pleasant. Yeah, it's a nice glassy, organic vibe to that one. Squirrely. You know what squirrely means, right? Just means it sort of jitters and quivers about a bit. Yeah. Squirrely. So very much kind of gone for slightly subtly evolving atmosphere with these pads where I can. The harmonics. Interesting. Lots of nice moving high frequencies there. Nice bit of dark analog there. Disturbed calm is definitely the word for this. There's no better way of describing that sound. Off-kilter analogness. Right, nearly coming towards the end. What on earth do I mean by inscrutable tones? Oh, I was on one when I wrote that, clearly. I mean, to be fair, it is quite difficult to not just write, nice pad, like it. So there we have a selection of the pads that I've got in there. There are plenty more. You know, that was a third of the pads, so lots more to discover there. Basses. Now we've got a few synth basses. Again, that project where I was doing electronic synthy sounds, providing me with some bass ideas. But I think we'll go through these reasonably quickly. Not that I'm trying to be dismissive of basses, but you know. We are over an hour. Let's feel it dark. So there you go, Synth Bass. I don't know why I felt the need to go through that quite so quickly. So here we've got some Synth Mono sounds. A slightly sort of claustrophobic synth brass going on there. And we might as well play the other one, which I think is not entirely dissimilar, it might be. Completely different. A lot of glide on there, but quite fun for impact. Okay, so we've got some polysynths. Again, from the project I was telling you from, there's a bit more of it. Bit weird, but like it. So a mixture of big and little sort of synth sounds here. That's quite fun. What's going on there? Disturbed harmony. It's got an ethnic quality to that one. And lastly, that's a bit of a glitchy bell. Synth sweeps. Not very many here, and you know what Synth Sweep does, right? It sets an interesting sweepy analog tone. Especially when you apply the mod wheel. Anyway. Mod wheel's a bit resonant, isn't it? Textures playable. Now here we have playable textures. No, let's say more than that. That's not very helpful. So what would naturally be a one-finger wonder, as it were, but you can actually play in a slightly melodic manner, if you wish. The tuning's not so crazy on them, isn't it? That's very nice, that. Like this. kind of like a padscape, really. Okay, then I must play you this rather exotic patch that I came up with. A lot of granular nonsense going on here using all sorts of things. Are you ready? It's a bit much, isn't it? But I think it's fun. So there we are. On to texture soundscape. So here's your one-note wonders. I think we go through every third one of these because there's quite a few. Living and breathing moments. I like them. I love doing this sort of thing. Probably haven't done as many as I usually do, actually. But I did want to try and explore ways of doing it differently, because I think in previous Colossus sound sets I've done maybe a little too many. I don't know. You be the judge. Nice bit of tension there. They're not all dark, there are some light ones in here. Hopefully we'll hit at least one of them. But you know, these are great patches for just laying in there and going, right, this is the tone I want. I establish my cue here, and then we just write more interesting stuff over the top of it, kind of thing. So this is somewhere between dark and light, this one. It's a bit of both. Right, hope. That should, if I've named things correctly, there should be a nice vibe, right? Hopefully. Ah, there we go. It's a little bit Tomb Raider, this one, isn't it? Yeah, the original Tomb Raider. Old Trolls' stuff. Mr. 8DO. Oh, another nice one. His music for Tomb Raider is really cool. Actually, his and Colin O'Malley. I really like Colin O'Malley's early Tomb Raider soundtrack as well. I haven't spoken to Colin in ages. Exchanged emails with him a few years ago, but if you're out there, Colin, hello. Hope you're well. Another ambient one. But again, with a slightly sort of more tense vibe to it. I mean, this could go either way, this one, couldn't it? That's nice. Now what have you done? Sorry. Okay, I'm going to change my rules to play that one because I just like that. I like that patch name. I mean, again, that's pretty cool because you've only got two oscillators there, and a hell of a lot's going on. That's nice. What have we got here? Vocal phrase, hybrid paddy thing with a bit of harmonics in it. Oh, I think I'll be hearing that patch in some stuff. I do. Not that I'm very good at actually recognizing my own patches and stuff anymore. So, you know, if you do use my stuff, with the caveat that you've tweaked it and played with it and made it your own, I know. But, you know, you can tell me. You don't have to tell anyone else. You can just tell me. Because I like to know when you're using my patches, because it's cool for me, you know, even after, you know, I've been doing it for over a decade now, and it doesn't matter whether it's a big project or a little project, share it with me. Please, I love it. Why wouldn't I? You know, I like to know that people are using my patches and getting joy out of them, you know? So yeah, always let me know. Would love to know. Genuinely, I mean that. And I know the tone, you know, this is a Hollywood-esque sound set, but whatever you're using it on, okay, it sounded a bit like I was begging there for a second, but no, I genuinely love receiving emails and say, I've been using your patches in this, take a listen. I always will. I love it. Going on a bit now, sorry. This is nice. You know, I genuinely couldn't do this stuff if it didn't bring me joy. You know, I sit most days making patches on synthesizers, and, you know, mad as it sounds, I dig it. It's nice. It's a nice life. So, you know, share some love with me. I like to hear it. And I'll stop talking about it now. Transition effects, nice. Let's listen to a few because this is fun. And there's not very many of them either. Nice bit of reversey stuff. I mean, Mr. Gregson Williams, he does like his reversey sounds. Nice short one. Let's play it again. That's very nice. Oh, here we go. When does it stop? When does it restart? I don't know. Still going. Still going? There we go. We finally got to the end of it. In a way. Nice little synthy transition there. Now, I do generally like to play the very last patch of a soundset, which I haven't already played, I don't think. So what is it? Or have I? Guitar, piano, hybrid. And there we have it. You have listened to numerous patches from Omnisphere Colossus V. As I say, it's 444 patches. I can't actually remember what the price is. I'll flash it up on the screen. Flash there, flash there. Yes, so I hope you've enjoyed what you've heard. I've really enjoyed programming this soundset. It's been an absolute blast. Don't do too much with Omnisphere, well, not as frequently as some others. Certainly not my bespoke projects. It's not often that people ask me to use Omnisphere anymore. I don't know why that is. I know there's always that thing of, oh, well, Omnisphere sounds like Omnisphere. But, you know, good is good. If it sounds good, use it. Oh, but I must sound different. Must you? Must you? Oh, maybe. But anyway, by the by, I think this is my favourite Colossus of the 5. It may be the last Colossus. I don't know. I don't want to wring it dry, but, you know, there's always going to be... I mean, like, when I was actually deciding what sounds to come up with, I came up with more. So there's definitely more scope there. I don't know. I'm just a beardy man. Look at the state of it. Oh, my goodness. How have I shown my face? Well, I haven't shown my face because you can't see it. It's too much beard in a way. But anyway, hope you dig it. I do. And I think it's a very useful pack for just, you know, dropping in to cues you're writing or starting you off. Or hell, you could write a whole cue with this shit, man. You really could. There's everything in there. There's beats. There's bass. There's atmospheres, there's textures, there's instruments, pianos, guitars, bells, whistles. There isn't whistles, but there's everything in there. If you look closely enough, you might find a kitchen sink. You might. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you're still here, we're nearly an hour and a half. Thank God it's slightly shy of that, but you've been very brave, and maybe you've just picked through and gone, I'll just listen to the bits I like the most. That's why I do the chapters. I'm kind to you like that, aren't I? Anyway, ta-ta for now. I will do a Omnisphere programming video at some point this week, and by which time I probably won't have this beard anymore. And I'll just set the camera going on the screen on me. Hi. And we'll just make some sounds in this genre, and yeah, we'll have some fun, and we'll see how it goes. So goodbye for now. Thanks again for watching, and I hope you buy this, because it helps me pay for things. How very blatant. But it does. You know, I like to have a roof over my head and wear clothes and stuff like that, generally. I've gone. Okay, as ever, we end on a stupid note. Thank you, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.